Hey up, it's Steve from the Old Yorkshire Geek, and a quick one today because we've got a trailer for Season 3 of Star Trek Picard, so I thought we'd have a look at that. So let's hit the intro and get on with it. Right, I'm back. Right, so let's have a look at this trailer, shall we? I'll not play it because, I might get copyright strikes, but we'll just go through it. There we are. It's on YouTube. Links in the description. So we start off and we're in some sort of bar. Is it 10 forward? I don't know. I hope not. By the way, Robert Meyer Burnett has somehow seen the entire Season 3 of Star Trek Picard. He says it, and he says he's seen it twice, but then he goes on his channel and says, I might not have seen it. I can't say, because I don't know how we got to see it. He interviewed Terry Matalas a while back, about a month ago, I think it was, and Terry Matalas seemed surprised that Robert Meyer Burnett had seen the entire season. So it must be in the can, it must be done and ready, but yet it's not out until February next year, 16th of February 2023. Why the wait so long? It's 4 months away. Can't wait 4 months. If it's ready, release the bloody thing and delay something else. Delay Star Trek Discovery. Nobody cares about that. Everybody wants to see Star Trek Picard because of the TNG cast and all that. Nobody cares about Discovery. Anyway, so there we go. So we're in a bar. We see Admiral, I presume it's still Admiral Picard. He's sitting, there we go, he's sitting at this table all by himself. A waiter gives him something, and he goes, oh, thank you. It's an alien waiter. I don't know what species he is when he turns round. Generic Star Trek, bad reboot alien. Anyway, it looks a little bit, hang on, see if we can, slightly, what they call them now. The pig ones, founding members of the Federation. Brain helping me out again. Oh, God, I forgot what they call them. I will put a little flashing thing there to tell me what it is because I'm an idiot. Anyway, he looks like one of them. So he's sitting there in the bar. And then somebody comes up, somebody in a Starfleet uniform comes up to him. As we will see. There we go, Admiral. So yes, he is still an Admiral. Admiral? Is that another one? So there's two people in Starfleet uniforms. One in a gold ops uniform, and one looked to be in a blue one. So that's science and medical and stuff, isn't it? There we go, Paramount Plus original, blah, blah, blah. Right, Picard, I received a distress call from Beverly Crusher. By the way, the ship we're seeing there, that is the USS Titan A Neo-Constitution class. The original, the USS Titan, was a lunar class. Remember, it was Captain Will Riker's first command. It's not a huge ship. You'd think they'd give Riker a bit of a meatier ship than a lunar class, and about the same size as a Constitution class, roughly. Crew of about 350, length 450 meters, 19 decks. So fewer decks than a Constitution class. That would be the lunar class. But this is a Neo-Constitution class, and I think it's roughly the same size, to be honest, as the lunar class. But you'd think they'd give him something, a bit bigger, wouldn't you? But, he had been the first officer of a Galaxy class and a Sovereign class for, 15 years or whatever. So you'd think they'd give him something a bit more, with a bit more oomph. But anyway, never mind. Maybe size is not important, obviously. Anyway, so we've seen the USS Titan. What's the registry? NCC 80102A. Wonder if that's got some significance, that number. I don't know. So anyways, received a distress call from Beverly Crusher. Here's the Titan sailing through lots of debris, as they say in Star Trek. I say debris because I'm from Yorkshire, but in Star Trek they say debris. Here's somebody on a ship with their flashlights. I wonder if they're the ones that they have on the wrists that the shine. I don't know. Right, no, they're not. They're holding them. So here's Picard and Riker with phaser in hand and flashlight in the other hand. See, they used to have them strapped to the wrist, didn't they? They used to walk about with them like that. But now he's holding it. So, backward step there. He ain't got a free hand now. Right, who's this person here? Don't know. Somebody hooded. Oh, it's Crusher. We are being hunted. Oh, is that Beverly Crusher? Or is that Raffi? Can't really make it out. If I press play. Hang on, let me... Oh, it's Raffi, isn't it? It's Raffi. But it's Crusher's voice saying, we are being hunted. But that's Raffi. Yeah. Right. So, what's this here? Is this another ship? I don't know what it is. I don't know what, some sort of structure it looked. I don't know what it was. Don't know what that was. Here we go. This is the Titan A Neo Constitution class. As I said, I think it's roughly about the same size as a original Constitution class. It looks to be, doesn't it? But I don't quote me on it. Let's say it's nice that they're going back to the original, styles. It's not like a Discovery style ship with all angles and sharp, jaggedy points. But I'm wondering, will it have a bridge window? I hope not. I bet it has. I bet it's got a bridge window. I bet it has. And I'm not keen on these lights that they have at the front. I know they've got it on the front of the Enterprise in Strange New Worlds, haven't they? But anyway, let us carry on. Is it a big explosion behind it, or is it just coming out of a nebula? It's coming out of a nebula. There we go. So there it goes. Oh, can we see if it's got a bridge window? Look at these phaser things. They haven't got phaser strips. Why hasn't it got phaser strips? It's got phaser nodules or whatever they call them, hasn't it? Right. Is it going to be a window? I don't know, to be honest. I can't see in there. That's not the bridge window, is it? Is it? No, that's the bridge, isn't it? That's the bridge module there. I cannot see a window there. Have they gone back to the original? Oh, I don't know, though. There's a little hint of a window there, wasn't there? Let's go back again. Oh, I don't know, though. That's not a window, is it? I wonder if it closes. I wonder if they can, shields, window shields, like Battlestar Galactica. I don't know. I suspect they've gone back to the original design, the Starfleet, how it used to be with no bridge windows. I hope so. I hope Terry Metalis is doing us proud. Anyway, so there off it goes. I'll do this instead of skipping forward. I will just play little segments. Right, Picard, we must run. There's Commander 7 of 9. I mean, she was given a battlefield commission of a captain, wasn't she, in season 2? But that must have been rescinded. I suppose they could. It's not a proper commission, is it? A battlefield commission. It's not really an official one, so to speak. But she's a commander now of the USS Titan. I don't know who the captain is of the USS Titan. Is it Riker? I don't know. He's supposed to be retired, wasn't he, on some planet with his wife. And he's not Riker anymore, is he? Why are they calling him Riker? I don't know. He is... what was that? I think I just heard something come through the letterbox. I'll edit that out. He was... He's Will Troy now, isn't he? If he's going by the Betazoid or Beta Z tradition, he should take his wife's name. So he should be Captain Troy now, shouldn't he? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Right, from what? Got to run from what? So here we go. Is this the Titan again that we're going to see? No, it isn't. This is a new ship, isn't it? I was thinking, is this the Narada when I first saw this? Or a Narada-style ship? It looks very much like it when it comes out of this cloud here, but I don't think it is. It's a new style of ship, but it does look a lot like the Narada, doesn't it, from J.J. Abrams' 2009 Star Trek. Boo! But it's not. This is the ship. It's called the Shrike, and it is commanded. I forgot her name. I've got it written down. Hang on. It's Vadik or Vedic. I don't know how you pronounce it. She's the captain of the Shrike, and she's played by Amanda Plummer, who you may know from Pulp Fiction. She played Honey Bunny in Pulp Fiction. You know, her and Tim Roth held up the cafeteria, didn't they? The restaurant. But she's also the daughter of Christopher Plummer, who famously played General Chang, the late great Christopher Plummer, who famously played General Chang in Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country. So anyway, there she is. I've got to admit, she looks a bit rough. I presume that's deliberate. You know, they thought they're not going to glamour her up because she's not an ugly person, is Amanda Plummer. But I think they've made her look, they've downplayed her attractiveness. I think that's how I'd put it. She looks a little bit like what's her name from the James Bond film, from Your Eyes, from Russia with Love. Her that had the knife in her shoe. Looks a bit like her, doesn't she? I forgot her name now. Anyway, right, how very precise with your timing, Jean-Luc Picard. You don't call him Admiral. She's got some sort of beef. Don't know what. There we are. There she is. That's a big bridge, is that? How far apart is that navigator and that ops station? Crikey. Big bridge. There's, I presume this is on the Titan, by the way. There's Picard. She's shouting something. Fire! Oh, heck, crikey. Pew-pews. No beams. But were they torpedoes? I don't know. There we go, explosions. Now, will they have rocks? Will they have rocks on the bridge? That's a staple of Star Trek, isn't it? When there's explosions and stuff going off, they have rocks falling for some reason. Because Starfleet ships are made of stone, it seems. So she's laughing. A bit Khan-esque, I suppose. It's a bit like Star Trek 2, isn't it? There we go, there's the Titan taking a pounding from the Shrike. It's also slightly reminiscent of Shinzen's ship. I should do my research, shouldn't I? But it just popped in my head now. Shinzen's ship. What was that one called? I can't remember what that one called. I will flash that one up as well. Shinzon. It's slightly reminiscent of his ship, isn't it? But I don't. It probably won't have the deadly weapons that had. Right, so there we go. Oh, this is Worf. Worf appears, and everybody probably goes, "Yay!" And then he says, "You should know that I now prefer pacifism to combat." But yet he's got a big Klingon bladed weapon strapped to his back, which apparently is a new weapon. I don't know what it's called, but designed by Dan Curry, who designed the Bat'leth. Terry Metalis gave Dan a call and said, "I want a new weapon for Worf." So he designed a new weapon. So he's got a new thing on his back. So if he prefers pacifism, he's obviously not beholden to that. He will fight when he has to. Because Riker here says we're all going to die or something like that. There we go. In a minute. 7 of 9. Is she 7 of 9 or is she Commander Hansen? Is she Annika Hansen or Commander 7? I don't know. We will find out. There we go. We're all going to die, says Will. Will Troy, Will Riker, don't know. Right, on February 16th, 4 bloody months away. It's only October, for Christ's sake. Anyway, there we go. So I don't know what that's, some sort of Blade Runner-esque city. There's Raffi. They're blind to something big. What does that mean? I don't know. Does she mean Starfleet, the Federation? I don't know. They are blind to something big. I don't know. So obviously they're not going to get help, are they? Is it like a Star Trek 3 thing where they've got to steal the Titan to go on this mission because Starfleet won't help them? Because, in bad reboot Star Trek, Starfleet and the Federation are baddies. They seem to be, anyway, half of the time. There was some sort of red alert going on in the ship. Here's the Titan again at warp. It's like they've changed it under the warp effect. It's not quite as bad as it was. It's not quite the Doctor Who, pew diddly doo diddly doo thing, is it? but it's not quite back to the proper TNG warp effect. But anyway, it could be what it always was: attempts on your life. See, Beverly knows something. She knows that somebody's after Picard. So it's obviously somebody with a history with Picard, and they want to kill him. But there she is, Beverly, looking very nice for her age. Here goes, firing a phaser. Some sort of explosion there. Don't know what that was. I couldn't really make it out. It happened too fast. It was some sort of ship, wasn't it? There was some sort of explosion with it. Worf and Riker. Oh, right. Oh, does that mean have they beamed somewhere and then it's exploded and they think, they're being killed? Geordie's saying, you roped them into this too? So what's happening there with Geordie? What's he got round his neck? Is he a priest? Is that his... I don't know. What is that there? Don't know, because they ain't got one. But it's like it is a Starfleet uniform he's got, but it looks like he's got an apron on. Has he been cooking? He's got his Starfleet cooking apron. Is he the chef? I don't know. That's strange, isn't it? But it looks to be some sort of office. They're not on the ship, is he? He's in an office. So I wonder if he's like Admiral LaForge, maybe. You reckon? Bet he is. I bet he's Admiral LaForge. Sorry, move me mouse. You roped them into this too. I wish they put his visor back on him. I do. So some sort of fisticuffs. Is that Raffi fighting somebody, an alien of some nature? Yes, it is. In that Blade Runner city. I was once like her, irrational, violent. Oh, this is Worf. Obviously talking about, I presume he's talking about Raffi, the worst Starfleet officer in history. I don't know how she became a commander, no idea. The final voyage begins. There we go. Here's the Titan again. We're supposed to get a look at, I'm sure we get a look at an Enterprise. Oh, pardon me. Anyway, LaForge, gun it. What? Stay inside. What's that all about? Oh, that's LaForge. Yeah, she's LaForge. She's Geordie's daughter. Don't ask me her first name. Can't remember. But she's LeVar Burton's daughter in real life. She's playing Geordie's daughter in this. Is she an ensign? It looks like an ensign there. Ensign LaForge. So she's obviously at con, isn't she? There we go. Here's the Titan again from above. And I've got a ship here. What's this one? Is this the Titan still? Do you know what? I'm not entirely sure what that is. No, that's not the Titan, is it? Is it the Stargazer? Or is it... I think it's the Stargazer, that, isn't it? There's a darkness on this ship, all-consuming darkness. I presume that's the Shrike they're talking about. Or is that the Shrike? I don't know. Can't tell from the back. Maybe that's the Shrike from the back. That's Deanna having her empathic abilities, helping out. There she is again, Amanda Plummer, looking bad. I mean, she looks like she could be from an estate that near the council estate. I bet she's on benefits, right? But she's looking wicked. She's got rubbing her hands together. So you can tell she's wicked because she's got gloves that don't cover all her fingers, just her them two. What's the reasoning for that? Maybe so she can do that. Say, up yours, Picard, because he'd know what that means. There we go. That's the Titan going to warp, and it does proper warp effect. Look, there we go. That's what we want to see, isn't it? That's what we want to see. Zipping off and then the flash. That's what we missed. Vadik, I'll peck and I'll jab. There's Worf. Look, with his weapon, look. There's some sort of Starfleet building collapsing. So that's some sort of energy beam from, presumably from orbit. So is that the Shrike doing that? Has it got some deadly weapon? So is that on Earth? I don't know. Probably, because Earth's the most undefended capital planet in the universe, isn't it? That's everything that makes you. You. And that's what she's jabbing at. She wants to, punish Picard for some reason. There we go. Here we see him all. Look. What's he laughing at? There's Beverly in some sort of cryo chamber. She's in stasis by the looks there. So she been on a ship and she's ejected. So remember at the beginning of the trailer, it said, I got a distress call from Beverly Crusher. So is this where they find her? Was she on the ship and she got in an escape pod and got away, or got in a stasis chamber and was ejected and they've recovered her? I bet that's what happens there. So there he is, looking concerned. Were they married? Were they married in this timeline? Remember in the All Good Things series finale, they were married, weren't they, in the future? But that obviously didn't happen. That outcome. But did they really get married? I don't know. We will scorch the earth under which he stands, she says. There we go. Oh, look, there's Space Dock. Look, with some fireworks going off. When does this happen? Does this happen at the beginning or the end? What? I don't know. There's lots of ships around it, isn't there? Is this Earth? Because I bet Earth's never seen so many starships. Because always, the Enterprise is the only ship in the quadrant. We used to get that a lot, didn't we? Anyway, and the night will brighten. I reckon that's some sort of ship launch that we're seeing there. And there's some sort of celebration. It's probably early on in the season. Maybe the launch of the Titan, maybe. But here we go. Here we see the Enterprise. The Enterprise F, the Odyssey class. There we go. There it is. USS Enterprise NCC 1701F, the Odyssey class. Who's the captain of that? I don't know. That'll be exciting to see. Or is it going to be a blink and you'll miss it? I don't know. But there we go. So there is an Enterprise. Yeah. Proper canon now. Proper canon. It was in Star Trek Online. That's where it was originally designed for. I think a fan designed it. They did a competition and it was designed by a fan. Don't ask me his name. But he won the competition. The Odyssey class. USS Enterprise F. Right, anyway, with the ashes of the Federation. There's some sort of phaser fire going on there. I don't like pew-pews, phaser pew-pews. I know they had them in Voyager with the phaser rifles and stuff, but I like to see phasers. Not pew-pew phasers. Oh, excuse me. So some sort of battle on the bridge. Is this the Titan again? Getting pummeled. Looks like it, doesn't it? There we go. Pews. Oh, they're photon torpedoes, aren't they? Are they? They're very red, of them, aren't they? Are they? Similar, redolent of Klingon photon torpedoes, but they're probably from the Shrike, aren't they? A bit, but they might be Klingons. You never know. There's Deanna looking concerned. Here's the Shrike, but first we will have vengeance coming out of a nebula. She seems to have a motley crew with her. Fire everything we've got. Don't know. Is that Riker saying that? Looks like it, doesn't it? Shouting it. Captain Riker. We're still on the Titan. I don't know. Are we on the Enterprise F? I've no idea. We're on the Titan. Pew, pew, pew. They're photons. Like they're firing quantum torpedoes. Don't they have tri-cobalt devices? No, because they're not standard issue. The Voyager Conspiracy. Great episode of Voyager. Here we go. A reveal. He's back. It's Moriarty from the episodes Ship in a Bottle and Elementary Dear Data first and Ship in a Bottle. Remember, he became self-aware as a hologram, isn't he? And he became self-aware and he tried to escape his confines in the holodeck, and obviously they couldn't do it. Have they found a way now, or has somebody found a way to free him from the holodeck? I don't know. But it's Daniel Davis as Professor Moriarty. Is he going to be a baddie? Don't know, because he kind of became a goodie, didn't he? At the end of Ship in a Bottle. But anyway, we will see. But they kept him in a universe that, they promised that they'd find a way to let him out. But It didn't happen, did it? So that's it. He's back then. I mean, is it key jangling? It could be argued that it is. Greetings, old friends. Is he a goodie or a baddie? Don't know. Is he on a holodeck? He don't look to be on a holodeck there, does he? But, you know, a holodeck can look like anything, can't it? It looks like a turbo lift, doesn't it? A little bit. Oh, but he's got some sort of revolver. But who's he talking to? Here we go. Star Trek Picard, the final season, streaming February 16th, but we're not finished with the reveals. Who's this on the other side of this door? Is that an engineering? Is that a warp core behind it, or is it some sort of... Or is it the computer core? I don't know. There it is. Apparently, that's Law. Looking angry because it's Law, you know. I think Brent Spiner has 2 modes, hasn't he? Like, for emotions. Stupidly happy, or like that, scowling. But anyway, so if his Law is aged, hasn't he? I mean, Data... Did Data age? I think he said he did in one episode, didn't he? He said he... Although he didn't have a set date for when he'd, you know, die, so to speak. I think it did say that he would, like, mimic the aging process. I'm sure he said that in one episode, the Next Generation. But anyway, so obviously Law has aged. He looks older, doesn't he? He doesn't look like Data did in season 1 of Picard. Remember, Data died. They killed him, didn't they? When they could have put him in a robot body. By the way, Picard, don't forget Picard's a robot, an android in this, but with his memories, you know, digitised. Picard's dead, basically, and we've got a facsimile running about with Picard's memories. You know, but you could argue... but a man is but, you know, a product of his memories, or whatever the saying is. I don't bloody know. Anyway, so this is Law. So what's he doing? Is he still a baddie? I mean, they deactivated him, didn't they, at the end of Descent Part 2? Yeah. They deactivated him, didn't they? And we never saw him again. So... Obviously, they reactivated him, didn't they? In Picard Season 1, we saw B4 in parts, in bits, in a drawer, didn't we? So, anyway. So, where's Law been? He's got a Starfleet uniform on there. Has he stolen it? Don't know. Oh, there we go. Geordie confirms that he's called Law. Still got his apron on. I'm not sure about that, that uniform that he's wearing. Looks like a W there, doesn't it? Is it for Wayland Yutani? Are they mixing their universes? No, yet. I don't know what that is. I'm sure it all will be explained. So Geordie says Law, just so we know what it is. And Picard looks concerned, and that's the end of the trailer. So there you go. So it looks good. I must admit, it looks good, but, you know, I do have some concerns. Is it key jangling? Could be. Could be key jangling. They have been guilty of that. I mean, just watch Lower Decks. I mean, I hate that. I hate that series, Lower Decks. It does my head in. I tried watching it recently. The Deep Space Nine one. I tried watching it. I got about a minute into it and I had to turn it off. I loathe it. It gets me so angry trying to watch it. I don't know why. But that's just key jangling. That's just, you know, quick fire. Remember this, remember this, remember this, remember this. Is this going to be like that? I don't know. It could be. But Robert Marbinet says it's good. But he said Godzilla, the King of the Monsters, was good. And that's, you know, and that were a crap film, wasn't it? So he's not 100% right. But anyway, so we'll leave it there. I said a short one, but I've been banging on for half an hour about a 2-minute trailer. 2.5-minute trailer. But anyway. So we'll leave it there. So, wherever you are in the universe. Hang on, let me get rid of that and we'll go back to some stars. There we go. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you know, visit me social medias as it says up there, and we'll leave it there. So wherever you are in the universe, look after each other, and until next time, I'll say thee.